Hi, my name is Ariana Daspan, and this is my experimental technology for ISTC 674 for the fall semester. And my experimental technology is Nearpod. The URL for Nearpod is nearpod.com, and you can simply Google that. Baltimore County Public Schools also promotes and supports Nearpod, so you can find that through the BCPS digital tools as well. Baltimore County Public Schools has, because our school is a health magnet school, we have also used Nearpod lessons for school-wide events for our health magnet program. So I have been very briefly introduced to Nearpod, and I am very excited to use it this school year because as a teacher, you have a way to control what's on the students' screens, control the pacing, and make it a very fun and interactive environment for the students. So Nearpod, again, is a presentation tool. Students can use it as a presentation, but it's typically used from the teacher's perspective as an instructional tool, an engagement tool, an assessment tool, um, you know, individualized practice, group discussion. I mean, it really hits all the aspects of an effective lesson in one website, which is really awesome because technology can be very daunting as a teacher when you have to go to multiple websites and if the technology's down and if volume isn't working here or there. Because as a teacher, I can also use Nearpod from the projection screen. If it's not working on the students' devices, I can project it from the front screen. So the most significant features of the Nearpod tool is its presentation aspect. I can show videos, slides, questions, discussion questions, multiple choice answers. Students can draw their answers. So I can show a preview here. This is an example of a lesson that Nearpod created that teachers can actually buy and use for their students. So you can treat it just like a PowerPoint, and then I can move through the slides at my own pace, or I can allow the students to move through the slides at their own pace. It all depends. So this could be a great idea for a lesson if I'm not going to be there, and the students can do a self-guided lesson. So we're going to continue through the preview. So again, that's a class discussion question, and I can choose which discussion posts the students are allowed to see. I can delete inappropriate ones. Unfortunately, as a middle school teacher, we get that a lot. And then we can offer practice assignments. And there's my dog Dewey, unfortunately, so sorry. And in this case, the teacher uploaded several practice questions and the students can write right on top of it. They can show diagrams, words, or numbers. This tool can be used to improve student learning by allowing the pace to be at their level. It can be differentiated. At times, if I do a presentation class, I might be going too fast for students. The students can go back to certain slides if I allow it. They can go ahead if I allow it. So it's really differentiated for students with their own pacing guidelines, which is wonderful. So in Module 4, we needed to discuss different integration models. And in this module, we talked about problem-based learning, problem-based learning. And I chose the 4 C's. The 4 C's includes collaboration, creativity, communication, and critical thinking. And with Nearpod, I can incorporate all of these aspects. Students can collaborate through class discussions. There's creativity involved when I allow them to do drawing their answers, typing their answers, writing their answers in whatever way they want. Critical thinking, I can hand out a problem through Nearpod, and the students can work on it, at their own pace and giving them time to work on it, which is, strongly promoted by Kuros and Papert and TED Talk with Daughtry or Dougherty. So allowing the students their own time to work through these problems, and that's great through Nearpod because again, they can go at their own pace. And last but not least, with the 4 C's, so we talked about critical thinking, collaboration, creativity, and the last one was critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, and let's see here. Communication. So I'm so sorry. Communication is clear in here by the fact that I can communicate through through Nearpod for my students, and the students can communicate through Nearpod for me through assessment. So there, what's great about Nearpod is that it is a strongly two-way street. All of the other technology that I've used, like Be Socrative and Kahoot, it's only a one-way street, unfortunately. So Nearpod opens up those gates of communication for teachers and students. So drawbacks for this, honestly, I don't believe there are any drawbacks to Nearpod because Nearpod did such a great job of hitting all the aspects that other technologies weren't able to get. You can show videos and sound. Now, the only thing is, with Nearpod, through Baltimore County Public Schools, certain videos may be blocked. So that's going to be the only drawback. But I do need to work some more on it to see if there's a way that I can avoid videos being blocked for students. And if that's the case, I can always show videos in the front board through the presentation for those students. But again, they open up that two-way street for education, and that's truly what I needed with this technology. It is so interactive, and students have multiple ways of engagement and representation. They can collaborate. I truly don't believe that there's any drawbacks. So yeah, that is Nearpod, and I highly recommend it for teachers to use. It can be used personally, again, as a lesson that as a flipped classroom. Students can do this at home. They can do this in the classroom with or without the teacher, and it's also used as an interactive presentation model that you can use outside of the classroom in any career. So thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed the Nearpod.